It's a small bungalow project, only G+1. Okay, so here you have the ground floor plan, the first floor plan, the detail section of the particular that particular bungalow, and here you will find the front elevation of the particular bungalow, and here you have the schedule details for the doors and windows. Okay, so into the same manner we need to build the as it is bungalow into the Revit environment. Okay, so today we are not going to directly import any DWG file. So with respect with with this project we will work on directly on Revit environment, how to create a grid intersection, how to place the wall, and like this. And whenever you are doing the live project assessment, so where you can directly import your .dwg file, and then you can work on that 2D layout. Okay, so into this both the methods we will try to cover in the sessions, so that will be better. And I think if you understand both the methods, so that will be more clarify the issues while placing the grids and the column locations. Okay, this is clear. Yes, no.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, perfect. So like everybody knows like how we can start with the new project. Simply go to the new, then the particular either imperial or the metric, whichever the templates you want to choose. Let's say I'm choosing the metric template for time being with the architectural template. So I'll choose architecture and then say okay. Okay, so first thing what I need
Rahul,
to, yeah,
Rahul, sorry, just one doubt. There
yeah.
is project and project template. What is the difference between project template and project?
Project template is nothing but you have standardized something within the template. Let's say you're working on any US project. So basically in the template, you need to standardize the line weights of the which are the lines you are using. You need to standardize some families. You need to standardize the your floor level. You need to standardize the naming and conventions. So basically template, it means everything is standardized on the particular template, and that template will be carry forward throughout the project life cycle, because it
Okay.
may into the first lecture, I already explained the process and how we can create the template. That process also I have explained to everyone. I think you are not there in that session.
Okay. So we have to select project.
Yeah. So project when we are selecting, because right now I'm creating a new project, so I don't have any standards or the template I want to assign to the particular project. If I want to assign any template, or if I'm already having any template as per my standards, so I'll directly take the template and I'm directly start working on to the template itself. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so first step, we need to place the grid. Okay, why we are placing the grid? Let's say this is a very small building or the very small bungalow. So what I will do, I will place a three grids over here. Okay, horizontally, one will be here somewhere, second will be on this position, fourth will be on this particular stair section, for fifth will be this one, and sixth will be this one. So six will be horizontal one, and vertically three, one here, one will be somewhere at this point, and one will be here. So I'm assuming column position will be here, here, and here somewhere. Okay, I don't have any central line plan for this particular project, but I'm just assuming. Okay, if you have any central line plan, then it will be good, because you already having the knowing the column position, so that will be better for placing the grids. Okay, so here this is my end-to-end dimension. Okay, so let's say I need to place the grid. So first I will place the vertical grids. So vertical grid will be starting from this position, then this distance will be 2.13 meter. Okay, from this particular edge. Okay, or from this end I don't have any distance, so I will start with the I'll start from the right hand side. Okay, then I'll go to this my floor level. I'll go to the grid section. First grid I need to define like this. Okay, this is my grid number one. So better I will put A as a vertical. Then next grid I need to, so I will check my units. Unit should be in meter. Say meter to decimal, because dimension they have mentioned in meters. Okay. So my second grid at 3.12 or 2.13 meter. So I'll simply go to this grid, take a pick line tool. In last session I explained the pick line tool use, how we can use the pick lines. Okay. Take a pick line tool. put the offset. Okay, so I need 2.13 meter. Enter, take a offset. Okay, so this is your 2.3 meter distance. Okay, next one. From this to this, how much it is? So let's say here you will find the distance 4.57 meter. Okay, that will be in to in distance. Okay, so I'll again go to this grid section. Take 4.57 from this grid. Okay, like this. Then just measure the distances. Okay, 4.57 will be the total distance. Correct. Now from vertically, first grid we need to place at above location, and the total distance will be 4.88 meter, including the wall thicknesses. Okay, so whichever if you minus this 4.88 minus 4.57, you will get the wall thickness for both the things. So it is around 155 mm. Okay, each. So this will be 155 mm and this will be 155 mm. Okay, then I need to add a vertical grid. Okay, so create a vertical grid. I'll put this as a 1. Second grid will be at 257 meter. Grid, pick line tool, 2.57. Okay, next will be this much. Next again 1.07 meter. Next again, this is 0.91 here, but I need to consider only this much grid. So if you add 1.07 plus 0.91, that will be your total grid. So for timing, I'm not creating directly any grid on 0.17. So I'll add these two values, 1.07 plus 0.91. So my next grid will be at 1.98 meter. Okay, so
We are not considering the wall thickness.
see, grid lines which will be acting as your center line plan. So whenever we are creating the wall, then we will create the wall thickness.
Actually, I wanted to ask this offset thing is not working. Is there any specific command?
No, you need to first pick up, uh, means take a pick line tool, then only it will work. So how?
Pick
Let's
line.
say first you need to go to architecture, then you can take a grid option. After picking the grid option, here you will find a pick line tool option under the draw panel.
So we have
Okay,
to press that and do the
exactly,
put in the measurements, right?
exactly.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now this distance will be, it's around 1.98 meter. Okay, and this is 2.57. Okay, so I'm considering this particular third grid will be here somewhere at this location. Okay, I'm not considering here. Okay, then here I'm not having any width of the particular stair. So if you place grid exactly at this location, so automatically you will get the width of the staircase. So it's around a 3.71 meter. Okay, so let's assume 3.2 meter, suppose. 3.71. Okay, so this is my grid level structure. Is waiting or what? Okay, clear. Any question till this? Hello.
स्केल 1:100 है. अगर हम लोग 50 करते हैं तो you can have everything in 1:50 ना.
Yes. Actually, no need to like adjust the scale, because when we are creating the sheets, then you can define the scales according to the views, because
Big.
sometimes for floor plan it will be 1:100, but for section and the elevations we can uh, double the scale, like 1:50 or 1:20.
Okay, so वो time पे उसको change कर. But then scale will be from center to all the side. ऐसे रहेगा ना?
Yes, yes, it depends on the your what we can say, the views which we use are taking. Let's say section, some scale will be different, and you can adjust the scale level. Sorry, view wise. So let's say
Okay.
level one scale will be different. Level two scale will be different. Any 3D, sorry, any sections of views you are creating here, so scale will be different. So the scale will be the view wise. This is not the complete drawing window scale. Means it's not like AutoCAD. Means in AutoCAD, if we set a scale 1:100, that will be applicable for the entire drawing. But here you can adjust the scale your view wise. It might be the multiple variations into the same model. Okay. So once you are done with the grid, then first thing you need to create a wall. Okay. Now wall types. As I told you, let's say here if you see the wall thickness will be the same. Okay, means outer and inner also. So if you see this wall and this wall and this wall and this wall, so thickness will be the same. There is no variation of the external wall. Like external wall is having thickness of 230 mm, and internal wall is having thickness of around 150 mm. Okay, it depends. If you want to consider as a two different types of wall, you can consider, but for this particular project there is no need to consider it. Only whichever the live project that I'm giving you. Okay, so might be there are some variation. It depends on the floor to floor level, or the uh, what we can say, the tower to tower. There are multiple towers within it, so it depends. Okay, so for time being I'm just creating a one single wall which is having only one thickness. Okay, so how can I create? Simply go to the any of this particular wall, go to the type properties, duplicate it, give the name. Okay, so let's say I'm creating the external wall of 155 mm. I'm just considering like this. Okay, so this name I have given. Now I need to adjust the thickness. So where I will find that thickness structure. Okay, so structure will be available under this edit panel. So if you click this, so here you have options to actually put the values. Okay, so obviously 155 mm will consist, it will not consist only the wall or the plaster. Okay, the middle layer will be your walls, means actual brickwork. Then the outer surface might be some the plaster layer. Again on the top of that plaster some paint layer is there. Okay, so it depends on you. You need to put only the brick layer, or you need to put the plaster layer, or you need to put as a what we can say, the RCC wall completely with the concrete filled. Okay, it depends. So first thing what I will do, I'll insert three tabs. Okay, now here I'm considering only the three layer wall, which consists middle will be the brick layer, one surface will be the external plaster, one surface will be the internal plaster. Okay, so I will move this as a middle one. So let's assume out of 155 I'm assuming 140 will be the core thickness of the brickwork. Okay, this is structure one. This is my whichever the first comes, like from the top end side, that will be your exterior side, and whichever coming from the bottom first, that will be your interior side. Okay, so according to that you need to place the values. Okay, so here I'm placing the finish 1.4, this is exterior, and here I'm putting the finish 2.5 interior side. And here you have the choice to give the materials. Okay, so obviously if I click here, here I'll find the material.
That finish 1.4 and finish 2.5, what is it exactly?
Finish 1.5 is nothing but the like Basically these are the two components we are considering for the finishing layers. Why they have mentioned 1 4? 1 4 means the finishing of surface 1 according to the four sides. Okay, whenever we see the outer surface, outer means all four edges or the all four sides of the particular wall should be finished one. And finish 2 5 means because 2 5 we are applying inside the room, means internal side. So internal sides we have the four surfaces, okay, means four sides as well as the one top ceiling. That this is nothing
So
but finish
one
two
four
five.
is for external walls, right?
Exactly, 1 4 is for external because when you are seeing the any house from the external side, there is no ceiling available on the top of your head.
Correct.
Let's say for the any human person, we're visualizing the any particular surface, so we can able to see only the four surfaces, right? We don't have any option to see on the top of the ceiling. But when we
So
see,
whenever we create an artificial wall just like this, like 150 thick, we have to give it a finish, correct?
sorry, repeat, can you repeat one?
Whenever we have created artificial wall here of 150 thickness, right?
Yes, yes, you can create, but it will be depend that layers will be depend on the RFQ. Okay, whichever the client is mentioned. Suppose client asks us to put 7 layers, then you need to put a 7 layers. Suppose client asks you to, I need this particular wall as a soundproof wall. So you need to put some kind of a soundproof material inside it, right? The membrane layer or the any acoustic material. It depends. So in that case, you need to prepare this layer structure.
So and so 1 4 will become 1 5, right?
No, no. See, always outer surface will be 1 4, inner surface will be finished 2 5. That you can keep
So
remember or that you can keep in mind.
okay. But then you said for the acoustic part or even for the soundproofing part, so 2 5 will become 2 6, right?
No, no, no. See,
No, no.
if you
Okay, okay, okay. Right,
if
right,
you
right.
go here, let's say I'll say insert now. Here you have options: subtract, thermal air layer, membrane layer. Can you see?
Yes, yes.
So let's say I'm building the acoustic or the soundproof wall. Then I need to choose the membrane layer. Okay, now which membrane you're applying? So obviously it's the might be the some specific material for the particular membrane layer. Okay, then you need to create a material if it is not available in the inside the Revit. Okay, let's say I'm creating kind of some rubber or the any kind of a material that will be controlling the sounds. Okay, that you need to create if it is not available. If it is available, simply click here and give that particular material. Okay, here you can see these are the material list.
Right.
Okay. Saturday we will discuss how to create a material. Okay, so these are the
Mhm.
very few things are available here. Okay, so you can create a new material according to your standard, according to the transparency, everything. Okay, if you want to like this, if you see, this is a brick structure. Okay, but if you want to see the red bricks into some different format, you can change the image also. Okay, it totally depends on you how you want that particular texture. Okay, how the finishing you want. Okay, everything you can manage with respect to the graphics, appearance, physical standard of the particular material, and even thermal standard of the particular material. Okay, actually this is not required like thermal conductivity specific heat. Okay, this is not at all like creating any impact on your modeling standard. But yes, when you are thinking with respect to the other standard or the other modeling part, then it is required. Okay, if client specifically ask you to put these values, then you have to put it into this particular material, because this is also somehow whenever we are extracting any kind of a standard of the BOQs from your model, we need to consider these values as a priority. Okay, so this is like it takes around 1 hour to explain each and everything. So it will be better when we when I'll be there. So I'll teach you on site how to create a new material inside the Fablis. Sorry, inside this Revit.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say I'm deleting this layer. So here we have considered three layer. Okay, middle layer will be your brick layer. This is my exterior plaster. Let's say I'm assuming the plaster. So let's say plaster thickness will be suppose here 8 mm. Okay, not 8 meter, 8 mm, and here also 8 mm. Okay, now material, I'm applying the gypsum wall board. If you put here gypsum, so here you will find the gypsum wall board. Okay, so here I'm purposefully not applying the gypsum wall board. So instead of gypsum wall board, I will apply the color. Okay, to get a clear idea. paint. I'll apply this color. Okay, then I'll say OK. Now you can see the width or the thickness of the particular wall has been changed. Earlier it was showing 200 mm suppose. So now it is showing only 156 mm because we changed the entire structure. Now, if you say OK, now whichever the newly wall that you have created that will be available under your type selector. So if you scroll down this, so here you will find the new wall. The name what we given exterior wall 155 mm, the same wall will be displayed under the type selector. Okay, once it is done, then you need to create the wall and place the structure. Okay, now again into the I guess second or third session, I explain you the wall structure. Okay, wall structure and location line, how to place the wall. Okay, so here location line is means let's say if you see this 2D plan, this dimension is in dimension. Okay, so I need to maintain 4.57 meter internal dimension excluding the wall thickness. Okay, so obviously now my current location line will be acting as a wall center line. So if you see, okay, so wall will be creating from the center of the particular grid line. Okay, so I need to change this location line as an exterior surface or either interior surface to maintain that distance. So then what I will do, I'll simply select the location line and I will choose the finish face exterior, because now if you see, it is not coming on the center of the grid line. It is coming either outside or the inside. It depends on you. If you press space bar, it will be shift to the outer side. If you again press the space bar, it will be shift to internal side. So now let's say here somewhere around how much distance it is 4.57 meter that I need to maintain in to in. So obviously this wall will be on outer side. Will be placed like this 4.57 meter. Then this will be from up to here. Okay, and here. Okay, now if I measure the distance from internal to internal, it will be 4.57 meter. Clear? Any question till this?
No, sir.
Everything is clear. How to create a wall, how to add the layers, how to place the wall, placing of the walls with respect to which location line, when you can use the wall center line, when you can use the uh, exterior face lines. Understood?
So वो ग्रिड लाइन बनाने में आप एक बार बता सकते हो?
What? How to place a grid?
Yeah, the grid line.
So go to grid option, then they will ask you to put means from where exactly you need to start a grid. Okay, so let's say I want to start from this location. Simply start and create it. Okay, then if you want to offset, means let's say I want a next grid from the 3 meter from this particular from this grid, means the distance between these two grid will be 3 meters suppose. Then again take the grid option, then take the pick line tool first, then put the offset, how much distance between this grid. So let's say I want 3 meter, so I will put 3 and simply go to the particular line. It will show the one reference line from the 3 meter distance. That distance should be the 3 meter from the your highlighted line. So if you click that line, automatically the next grid line will be created. And if you measure the distance, that will be the 3 meter. Clear?
So
Yes,
I
sir.
am I was doing this wall. So whenever I am editing the wall, I am getting this option of core bound layers.
Core bound layer you cannot edit because that will be highlighted into the bold. If you see
Yeah,
the,
it is in bold. So
yes,
because it was not there in yours, so is there any problem or it is okay?
see it is available in my system also. This is
Okay.
the core boundary. It means whichever the lines that you are visualize now on the screen, the black lines. Okay,
Yes.
this is nothing but your core boundaries that we cannot change, and this is the what we can say the default option. Even we cannot delete this. Whichever the layers you want to add, that will be between the this core boundaries only, the top one and the bottom one.
Okay.
Okay. Now coming to the next point. So let's say the outer boundary I have created. Now I need to place this inside wall. So that will be now from this location. Uh, it's around 2.57 meter. Okay. So I need to go to the wall and I'll place it like this. Okay. Again, I need to check whether can I place. Okay. Again, I will measure the distance whether it is taking properly. So yes. So 2.57 is perfectly matching with the surface. Okay. Next, this will be 2.13 from this particular edge. Okay. So create. I'll choose this line. I'll make a offset. Okay. Why I'm creating the offset? Because otherwise you can go to the wall, create a one wall at around any reference point. Okay. Then just select the wall. So I told you the temporary dimensions. Okay. So this is the temporary dimension from this edge to this edge, which is having around exactly at 2.31 meter. Okay. So this is just by what we can say. Luckily, it is properly showing. But if you want to adjust this distance, so simply click the that particular wall and choose this option, the temporary dimension option, and he can enter the value here. So right now I need exactly on the 2.13. So it is perfectly correct. But if you adjust, so let's say I'm putting suppose a value here 2.7, so it's automatically that wall will move from this location to this location. Okay.
Rahul, suppose
Yes.
we don't have a grid, that minor grid
Mm-hmm.
for your what I'll say reference line.
Mm-hmm.
So point when you pick a point, how will you say that it is exactly at 2.13? Like forget about this line.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I want uh, a line at around 3 meter. So how will you do that?
Line
Without
means
reference, without
line means the wall you want.
wall, yeah. Right now
So
we have created grid that way, but suppose let's say we don't have that internal minor reference line. So suppose if I want a wall at 3 meter, I mean offset.
say, let's say suppose here I'm creating the same structure. Let's say this is my one reference point. Okay, this is my one wall. Now next wall I want suppose at 3 meter, right?
Huh,
Okay, so again for the same point you have the offset. Okay, select the wall. Here you have offset command. Okay, offset command again
but
select the
the,
distance.
the complete line get offsetted. But I just want a small segment जैसे अभी आपने बनाया.
Okay, so in that case, if you want a small segment, so again go to the wall, okay, and take a reference line. So if you are taking from this particular point, so how much at what distance you want, so you can see some distance is showing below.
Okay. Huh.
Can you see? So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
say you want at 3 meter. So
Okay,
just
okay,
go likewise and set as 3 meter. Then again
okay.
place how much you want. Let's say you want only 1.5 meter at this location. So like
But it
this.
will be a wall option only, na? Wall
Yes,
option में.
wall option only. Now again, so which let's say we consider 3 meter, but that 3 meter will be either it is a center to center or the internal to in to in. So how you can check? So again, just check the dimensions. Okay, this is not a in to in. This is
हाँ,
they have considered center to center. Then how you
center to
can manage?
center, yes, yes.
Again, you need to choose this wall and here you will show the distance. Okay, so
Acha,
simply
okay.
pick that command and here you can put a 3.0. So automatically that wall will move and now it will be showing the 3 meter. Clear? Okay, ma'am, clear?
Yeah, yeah, clear.
Okay. Okay. So moving forward to this one. Now you people understood how to create this. Okay, I'm not going to create again these walls and everything. Okay, so now you can continue. I'll share this plan on. Vishwesh will share you this plan on the group. Okay, so I'll send it to Vishwesh. So he will share with you. Okay, now coming to the next point. Suppose if you want to do some wall editing. Okay, wall editing means let's say I'm assuming. Okay, this is my okay, here is my living room. Okay, here is some staircase. Here is toilets, and here is suppose a kitchen. So if you remember into the like not into the older event, like 20-30 years before, they're kind of a circular arch door. Okay, which is not having any the door, only the arch opening for
Opening, huh?
between the two rooms. Okay, so I want to create the same opening here, suppose in between the wall, because here you can see the direct opening. There is no door or the no, not any placement they have did over here. Okay, but I want to, and here we completely join this particular wall. But I want to create a one arch opening inside the same wall. How we can do that? Okay, I will show you first this arch opening. Okay, so this one. Okay, so this we cannot with respect to the door we cannot create. Okay, and if we put the door, so it means we need to actually place the door over there and it will be having the wood components, but we need a only a opening, circular opening, no need of a door. Then we need to actually edit this particular wall, and inside the wall only we need to mark or we need to create an opening like this. Okay, so for that, let's say I'm selecting this particular wall. Okay, after selecting the wall, here you will find some option as a edit profile. Okay, so I'll click on the edit profile. Now is asking me to go with respect to the any of the view. Okay, why I need to go to the view? Because into the top view I cannot draw the profile. Okay, I need that profile onto the my like front face of the wall. Okay, so I need to go either into the any of the elevation, either into the north elevation or into the south elevation. Now again, why this is asking only the this two elevation? Why it is not showing this east and west? Because north and south elevation is having only the long surface. Because if you open the east and west elevation, it will be showing only the wall thickness. That will be how much it is, 156 mm. So in 156 mm we cannot draw any profile, right? So that's the reason it is showing only these two elevation, north and south. Someone is waiting. Okay, so we need to go to this particular location. Let's say elevation north, open the view. Now after opening, here this is your profile. Okay, here you need to draw the that geometry. Okay, how you exactly want the arch door or the any opening, whichever openings you want to create inside the wall, that you need to draw here. Then only it will replicate. Now we need where exactly. So if you see, my grid lines will be A, B, C like this. I want opening here somewhere. Okay, so this particular area will be following under between B and C. Okay, so you need to remember I need to create opening between B and C. So whenever I'm selecting the wall, go to the red profile, going to the elevation. So here you need to understand. Okay, you need to create opening here between B and C, not here somewhere. Okay, so then let's say here in this area I need to create opening. So here you will find some draw line tools. Select the line. Okay, and then create opening. Okay, so from this edge, at what distance I want to create, let's say I'm assuming 0.5 meter. Okay, then create a wall. Height will the door height will be nominal. How much it is? 2.1 meter. Okay, so 2.1 meter. Okay, the width I'm assuming, let's say, okay. So if you select this line, you will find this distance. So width of the door, let's assume 1.2 meter. Okay, so this distance will be reduced 0.3, I guess. Is 0.32, but I want to maintain this as a 0.2. So this I maintain, I want to maintain 0.15, sorry, 1.2. So how can I manage? So first select this, first adjust this. We want this as a 0.5. Okay, then select again distance, this distance, and then you can maintain this as a 0.12. Perfect. So it is perfectly created. Now I want to create a arch. So for creating the arch, here you will find some different commands like line. These are the basically methods. So whenever you are clicking on any object like wall, creating the floors or roof line, okay, these are the draw methods. Either you can draw line, either you can create a rectangular wall, either you can create the inscribe polygons. Okay, these are the different methods. Okay, so for creating the arch, so if you click on this fillet arc, okay, and you're choosing these two ends, okay, so you can create a like this, okay, or else if you click on this what is that option, use tangent arc only, yes, first and second object directly. Okay, so this is the shape that I have created. Now if I click on finish, okay, it will show some error. Why? See, lines cannot intersect each other, because whenever you are creating the opening, this opening we need to show the proper opening, because here it is not showing opening because this two lines will be connected at the bottom side. So we need to delete this much area to create a proper opening. Okay, so now this is again a continuous line. So what I will do, I'll simply select this tool, a split element. So split is nothing but it is a breaking this element when we are using to break the one entity into the two different entity. Okay, so let's say I'll choose this option and I'm breaking from this location exactly from the center. Now if you see, this is the separate line selection and this is the separate selection. Now what I will do, I will delete this line, I will bring this line to this particular end, and again I need to close this much area. Okay, because if I again keep as it is and if I click on the this finish mode, again it will be showing the error because you have created opening only this, so you need to clear this much area, but this area you need to again close it. So again take a line tool and again close the remaining one. Okay, now my proper opening has been created. Now if you click on finish, see, the opening has been created. Okay, now go to the level one. So here you will see the proper opening has been created inside the model. Okay, if you want to see, again go to the 3D view. Okay, I will delete this. Okay, to see the opening. Okay, so the opening has been created here. Clear? Guys, clear? Any question? Yes, no?
No, sir.
Hello?
Rahul, you can continue.
Okay. Okay. So with respect to this, you can create a wall opening. Okay, so whichever, if you want to create some different opening, that also you can create. The method will be the similar, only the thing is you need to create a different views. Okay, so let's say here I want to create some different opening inside the same wall, or here also I want to create suppose a different opening. Simply go to this particular location again. Okay, edit wall, same procedure. Okay, and let's say I want to create suppose a small window, rectangular window here. So I will simply create a rectangular window like this. Okay, there is no need to edit anything, and simply I'll click OK. Now automatically, if you see, this rectangular opening has been created. Okay, so this is about the openings. Okay, so here we discuss about how to use the Revit and edit the objects. Okay, editing objects, we discuss only the wall editing. Okay, if you want to edit the floors, the process will be almost similar. Only the thing is what exactly you need to edit. Okay, and basically editing the object, it means editing the properties or type properties of the particular object. Okay, so if you see here,
Actually, could you just once more repeat the wall thickness thing? I'm not able to do it on the computer.
wall thickness.
Yes, if you could.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Teams on my laptop, so I've been communicating through the phone.
No, you can join from laptop also. No? Okay, no problem.
I don't have Teams on my laptop. That is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, uh, okay, I'll repeat it here only. So whenever you're creating any wall, select the wall, go to the edit type, and here you will find the edit option. Under that, you will have the options to insert the multiple new layers. Where you are facing issue?
Actually, the core boundary thing I said, the finish and the structure is finish 1 2 and 1 4 and 2 5 is coming twice in my thing. So, what is the issue?
Twice means you need to might be you have inserted multiple times, no? So you can delete it. Just select this line, and here you have option to delete.
And also, my I have a issue with my units. So, where do we resolve that?
Just press UN.
So I pressed UN. So actually, there is a sound coming out of the system.
You need to press UN where on the blank window. Might be you have opened something and then you're pressing the UN. That will not work.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so close everything. There is
Yes,
no
yes, works.
any there is no any single command that will be open under your cursor. Then only it will work.
All right, all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is about the editing the object basically, and also we discuss about the wall editing. Okay. Again, like when we discuss about the floor opening, sorry, of flooring or the roof or like placing the roof now, then I will tell you like how we can do some editing inside the floor or inside the roof basically. Okay, and placing the wall, I think it is cleared for everyone how to place the wall with respect to the location line. This is very important because if you are placing the line with respect to the center line, that will not make any sense because then your entire dimensions will be wrong. Okay, so you need to understand first the plan that you are creating, that will be either having the in-to-in dimension or out-to-out dimension, or it is a wall center to center dimension. Okay, in most of the cases it will be internal to internal. So then you need to consider the wall location line should be as a core face exterior.
Rahul, I have one doubt. Let's see, I'm creating wall using the center option. So when I offset, it will consider the center line. And
Exactly.
suppose if I create a wall using the internal face or the external, and when I offset, it will consider that पर्टिकुलर ऑप्शन ओनली ना, मतलब इंटीरियर फेस है तो इंटीरियर से वो ऑफसेट देगा, एंड एक्सटीरियर है तो एक्सटीरियर
एग्जैक्टली
लाइन से
एग्जैक्टली
ऑफसेट
बट
देगा।
हाँ,
ओके,
बट बिफोर दैट अगर आपको ऑफसेट चाहिए इंटरनल टू इंटरनल, तो आपको पहले सेट करना पड़ेगा उस पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन लाइन का एज अ एक्सटीरियर और इंटीरियर, एंड देन ऑफसेट
या
कमांड
या
यूज
हाँ
करना
हाँ,
पड़ेगा।
ओके, सो दैट आल्सो वी कैन डू आफ्टरवर्ड्स, मतलब जरूरी नहीं कि पहले से ही।
यस, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है बिकॉज सी दिस इज अ पैरामेट्रिक सॉफ्टवेयर। सो अगर
हाँ,
आपने मॉडलिंग किया और उसके बाद भी आप बहुत कुछ चेंज कर सकते हो, बट अगेन इट विल बी टाइम कंज्यूमिंग। अगर टाइम सेव करना है, सो दिस इज द ओनली वन ऑप्शन
जैसे लाइक
बिकॉज
वी क्रिएटेड
लेट्स
दिस एक्सटीरियर लाइन, आपका जो बाहर का बाउंड्री है, यूजिंग द कौन सा इंटीरियर फेस वाला,
ओके
इंटीरियर फेस ऑप्शन। Now, suppose while picking some option, I want to change it as a exterior or the center line. तो वो कैसे करेंगे?
ओके, सो लेट्स से यहाँ पे अभी इसका लोकेशन लाइन मैंने
Center to center है।
सेंटर टू सेंटर है। ओके, अगर आपने सिलेक्ट भी किया तो यहाँ पे दिख रहा है वॉल सेंटर लाइन करके है। सो अगर मुझे चेंज करना है प्लेस करने के बाद, ओके, सो अभी मुझे चेंज एक का करना है तो आप एक का कर सकते हो, अगर आपको सबका करना है तो सबका कर सकते हो। ओके, तो थिंग इज नाउ अभी ये समझ लो कि यहाँ पे जो प्रॉपर्टीज है, ये प्रॉपर्टीज कौन से है आपके। मैंने आपको दो प्रॉपर्टीज बोले थे, एक होता है इंस्टेंस प्रॉपर्टीज, एक होता है टाइप प्रॉपर्टीज। सो अगर मैं इसमें चेंज करता हूँ, बिकॉज ए बी वॉल सेम है, ए बी वॉल सेम ही है। ओके, इफ यू सी द टाइप सेम ही है, बट अगर मैं सिर्फ एक वॉल सिलेक्ट करके इसका लोकेशन लाइन अगर मैं चेंज करता हूँ एज अ फिनिश फेस एक्सटीरियर, तो सिर्फ इसका ही चेंज होगा, इसका चेंज नहीं होगा। वाई? बिकॉज दिस इज अ इंस्टेंस पैरामीटर। ओके, बट लेट्स से मुझे सबका चेंज करना है। ओके, इन दैट केस आइदर यू नीड टू सिलेक्ट ऑल। ओके, अभी इस प्रॉपर्टीज में ये सारे ऑब्जेक्ट थे और इस सबका यहाँ पे देखो वेरीज दिख रहा है, मतलब किसी का एक है तो किसी का एक है, तो आपको सबको एज अ एक ही करना है। तो यहाँ पे आप सिलेक्ट करो, ड्रॉप डाउन एरो करो, क्या रखना है आपको, लेट्स से फिनिश विद एक्सटीरियर। सो जस्ट सिलेक्ट दैट ऑब्जेक्ट, सो ऑटोमेटिकली सबका चेंज हो जाएगा। ओके, सो मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि पहले ही करना है, बाद में भी आप कर सकते हो। द थिंग इज और थोड़ा बहुत रिपीटेटिवली टास्क हो जाएगा आपके लिए। दैट्स इट। ओके, क्लियर मैम?
Yeah, clear.
ओके, ओके, सो this is about the today's session. This point we discussed. Okay, now coming to the next point. Okay, we will take next 15-20 minutes with the next point only. Okay, in the architecture tab, majorly we need to focus on the these are the build element. Okay, why we call the build element basically. So we need to, whenever we are creating any 3D model, when we are taking the help of this particular command. Okay, means so roof will be acting as a building element, ceiling will be the building element, curtain panels, everything will be the acting as a building element. Okay, right? So this building element, then we have a circulation will be having the staircase element, stairs, ramp, okay, railing, okay, everything is following under circulation of the particular building. Then we have a model, then we have a room, area, and tag. Okay, so now coming to the next point, we will discuss about the these points. Circulation. Okay, so might be we will have that point later on, types of stairs and how to edit and everything, but we will discuss only one type of the stair here. Okay, why? Because we need to place one stair here. How we can place? So if you go to the stairs, you will find the multiple options. Okay, assemble stairs, then cast in place stair, precast stairs. Okay, so it depends on you. You need to choose the any one of the options. Okay, whichever the like if you want to create a entire what we can say that stairs, uh, mm, cast cast in place means the entire concrete. Okay, like whenever you are creating the building, so either you can create into the concrete, or if you see the bungalow stairs which will be prepared by the woods and some different panels. Okay, so that will be following under the assemble stairs, and precast will be the ready-made the that entire one bay will be prepared and that will be uh, fit into the directly on the site. So this is nothing but your precast. Okay, so let's say I want to prepare any the assemble stair which will be having some wood pattern. Okay, so I'll create a private one, and here I can create, and here you will have the options. Okay, so let's say I want to create a U shape, suppose. So I will here somewhere, I'm assuming from this location, I will create like this. And how many riser you want? So let's say in one flight, everyone knows like flight, riser, trade, right? Flight क्या होता है? पता है सबको? एक flight मतलब?
The total length of the
एयरलाइन जिसमें
stairs.
नहीं, टोटल लेंथ नहीं, अभी किसी ने बोला जहाँ पे लैंडिंग होता है ना एक,
Mid
so
landing तक I mean.
हाँ,
Yeah.
मिड लैंडिंग तक एक फ्लाइट होता है, अगेन वो मिड लैंडिंग से ऊपर वो सेकंड फ्लाइट होता है. सो जनरली एक मिड लैंडिंग में लेट्स अज्यूमिंग कि हमारा फ्लोर टू फ्लोर हाइट 3.2 मीटर है. So we are assuming the tread as a 160 or 155 mm. Sorry, not tread, riser of the each and every stairs. So around 20 या फिर 19 आपके ये बैठते हैं, ट्रेड वहां पे बैठेंगे या फिर राइजर बैठेंगे. सो एक में एग्जैक्टली हाफ पे मैं अज्यूम करता हूँ. सो लेट से कि यहाँ पे अभी 19 मेरे आ रहे हैं. ओके, अभी ये भी डिपेंड है आपके ऊपर. लेट से मुझे चेंज करना है. सो मैं लेवल 1 टू लेवल 2 जा रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे है बेस लेवल और यहाँ पे है टॉप लेवल. सो मेरा हाइट कितना है? 4 मीटर है मेरा फ्लोर टू फ्लोर हाइट, मैंने अज्यूम किया हुआ इस पर्टिकुलर, मतलब ये रफ ही है, बट मैंने अज्यूम किया हुआ है 4 मीटर. तो आपके पास ऑप्शन है हाउ मेनी राइजर्स यू नीड. ओके, अगर आप राइजर बढ़ाते हो तो उसका हाइट कम हो जाएगा. और ट्रेड यहाँ पे ऑप्शंस भी है देखो. बट यहाँ पे आइदर आप अगर आपने एक नोटिस किया रहेगा ना, आइदर आप यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ राइजर बढ़ा सकते हो या फिर ट्रेड बढ़ा सकते हो, बट यू कैन नॉट एडिट द राइजर हाइट बिकॉज हाइट विल बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन द राइजर. मतलब जितने राइजर बढ़ाओगे वो हाइट वहां पे कम ज्यादा हो जाएगा. सो लेट्स से आई एम पुटिंग 21. सो अभी कितना दिख रहा है राइजर हाइट? 0.215, सॉरी 2105. सो देखो यहाँ पे भी कम हो जाएगा, 0.9 हो गया. ओके, सो जितने आपको राइजर चाहिए उसके हिसाब से आप यहाँ पे इसको एडजस्ट कर सकते हो अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड. बट अभी यहाँ पे हमारा जो ये है हाइट जो है वो थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा है. ओके, सो लेट्स से मैं क्या क्या करता हूँ, मैं अज्यूम करता हूँ कि थोड़ा सा मैं इसको रिड्यूस करता हूँ 3.2 मीटर. ओके, नाउ अगेन अगर आप यहाँ पे फिर से चेक करोगे स्टेयर्स में, नाउ इट विल शोइंग मी 17 ओनली. सो अभी यहाँ पे मेरा राइजर हाइट कितना है? 0.8 है. सो मुझे कितना चाहिए जो भी स्टैंडर्ड होता है. सो लेट्स अज्यूम अ 20. सो ये प्रॉपरली 160 का बैठता है. ओके, सो आई एम अज्यूमिंग द 20. ओके, और ट्रेड भी स्टैंडर्ड आ रहा है एग्जैक्टली 250. ओके, सो देन मैं यहाँ पे प्लेस करूंगा. आई विल टेक दिस पर्टिकुलर component model. Okay, then I need 10 10. Okay, so exactly 10 I'll create here. Okay, if you see on that bottom side, you're able to see the 10 rises created and 10 remaining. Okay, into this gray color. Okay, then after creating the 10 riser, just click. Okay, then place the landing. So let's say somewhere here, and again create this and again create a remaining riser. So like this you can create a stairs. Okay, because it is going outside the building, I'm selecting this and I'll move somewhere here. Okay, then you can align the proper. So here this is your reference point as a reference grid, and this is the last point of the your landing. So I'll choose the line, select this line as this reference, lock it, again align, select this line as a reference, select this, lock it. Okay, now if you want to adjust the run width, now what is the run width? Okay, so whenever you are creating the any staircase, so you are able to see the run width. Okay, so here you can see the run width.
We could have directly placed there itself, right, without locking.
Yes, you can place, but why we are locking? Because whenever if you try to move or some element is moved, na, it might be chances to create a gap between this wall and stairs. To avoid that, if you whenever the like wall or any equipment you are placing closer to wall, it will be better to just lock it.
So like we select the line to be locked and the reference line, right?
No, no. First, you need to choose align. Okay, to you need to align which element with respect to what. Okay, so let's say I want to align the staircase, okay, with respect to the wall. So I have choose the align tool. Then first where I need to align to wall, right? Then I have choose the wall surface and which object. Then I choose the staircase. So automatically it align to the wall like this.
So first we select the object, right?
No, first where you need to align. Let's say I need to align to wall, na? Then I need to choose a wall, and then
Okay.
which object you need to align. Then second you need to choose the object.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so what is the run width? Okay, the distance between the this what width of the wall basically means one flight, not this the entire stairs. Okay, from this end to this end. So this is the run width for one flight. Okay, so that you can also define. So if you click here and go to the stairs, okay, here you will find the run width. Okay, here now it is, but if you want to increase or decrease, so simply edit this value and put around 700 because one is too much. Okay, now it is not able to address because it's already it is compressing the land width also. So whenever you need to edit before the placing before placing the stairs only we need to adjust these things. Okay, how it is? Okay, I'm again deleting this. Again go to the stairs part. Okay, create, let's say I want 20, right? So place 10 here. Just a minute. So here you have the run width option. Okay, before placing. So put the riser, let's say 20, and here you can put the value. Actual run width, how much you want. Let's say I want 700 mm. Okay, then you can put. So now you can see it will be automatically adjust like this. Then you can place. So this is sufficient actually. So 1 meter is for large building or the we can say the for public building. For residential, it is not more than 700. Then choose align option. Choose to this align, this align. Okay.
And we just have to write in specifications for stairs and it will be created.
Sorry.
You just have to write the specifications for the stairs and it will automatically be created, no?
Yes. See here. Okay. Now, if you want to control the other parameters like a railing, okay. Now it is this railing is looks like the steel one. Let's say I want a glass railing. So if you go here and just switch it. So see now it is a glass railing. Okay, let's say if you want to change this one also again change a glass. So this is my glass railing. Okay, now if you want to remove these things, the what we call this edge surface, no? If you go here, here you will have a right support. Just remove this none and left support none. Okay, see this supports now no longer available. Now if you need a middle support, okay, because there is no support for this riser and tread. Okay, so we need something, na? Right? So you can create a mid support. So middle support will be available on somewhere here. Middle support. Okay, now you can see some middle support has been created like this. Okay. So rest all different types and other methods that we will discuss into the upcoming session. The reason why I told you this into the session to just at least you can able to complete this particular model because rest all I think you can easily draw the walls and everything. Only the thing is you need to create these stairs which is having the difficult option, not even difficult. So Just I tried to explain you how you can create a simple stairs. Okay, so again there are so multiple methods. Again you can even change the the riser color, riser tread, riser material. Okay, everything you can change if you want to create your own type of a stairs, own new shape of a stairs. That also you can create. Okay, by sketching the new type of staircase. Okay, so there are the different methods. So definitely we will discuss when we actually discuss about the stairs and railing. Okay, at that time I will explain you all
Just
the
one
types
last
and different.
question. Sir, actually, you had modified in your the staircase in your modify thing. Could you just once more show that?
Okay,
How did you start?
so once you your staircase has been created now, then you need to click on the stairs. Okay, don't click on the railing because railing will be showing some different properties and that will be following under the railing category. Okay, because
No, no.
if you
Actually, so stairs will come from architecture and then stairs, right?
yes, architecture stairs. Okay, but if you once whenever you're creating the stairs, automatically railing will be created. But okay, but let's say I want to made some changes into the stairs. Okay, but instead of stairs, if you choose this railing now, that will be take you under the railing category. Railing is nothing but this one. Okay, so you need to make sure you are clicking on the stairs, actual stairs means this middle one. Okay, so let's say I'm clicking on this one, then go to the edit option, and here you will find the detail properties like maximum riser height for this particular thread, what is the thread depth, minimum run width, what we considered. So we have considered only 700 only, but the minimum as per the calculation rule, it is showing 1 meter. If you want to do some calculation rules, go here. Here you will have the options. Okay, based on which how they have calculated the these things. Okay, then here you will find the run type. Then landing will be like a monolithic landing or some different landing. Then if you want some supports option, okay, what is the type of support? Okay, what is the width of support? What is the material of the supports? Everything you can adjust from this. Okay, if you want to go to the run type, if you want to go into the landing type, again there will be so much option. You can see again into this many options are available. If you click on right support, there are the types. Okay, if you want to click on the middle support, again there will be a type. If you click on the middle support type, okay, again it will be showing you the material that is the depth, the total width of that particular supports, everything. Clear? Okay, Divesh, have you created the poll question?
You have got the questions, right?
No, I got, but you need to create now. We need to create during the teams, or how we need to create.
No, that is fine. We'll skip it for another session. That is fine for now.
Okay, actually here I'm not able to find, so I thought you might be okay. No problem. I'll discuss with you later on.
That is fine.
Okay. Uh, any question on this? The thing we discussed today.
So would you be sharing the recording? Because actually I joined a little late.
Recording will be shared, I think, till tomorrow end of the day. Which will share with you.
Okay, sir.
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, we created grid right now. How about the label? Suppose this is ground plus one story. You say it like, suppose if I want to have ground plus two, three story, how will you have how will you create a label?
Okay, so for creating the levels, you need to go to the your elevation. I told you levels we can create only under say
You are not audible.
hello.
Rahul, can you repeat?
Hello.
Yeah, please repeat once again.
Okay, so I'm saying levels we can create only under the elevation tab. Okay, level we cannot create any in other views. Why? Because Level means with respect to the height. Okay, it's only that level tab itself. It will active showing the activate only under the elevation. Okay, so if you go to the any of the elevations, then you can see the level tab is activated. If you go to the any floor plan, I'm not able to select the level tab level command. Okay, then after going into the elevation, you need to pick the level. Okay, similarly what we need what we perform for this grid, take a pick line, then put the offset at what meter you need a second level. Let's say 3.2 meter will be my uh, floor to floor height for all levels. So I will, this 3.2 meter will be the standard value for me. And
So here also we need to pick grid line and grid ke baad offset, right?
Ma'am, grid is not necessary for levels.
hello,
Grids are different thing. Rahul, can you please repeat?
am I am I audible or not?
Yes, you are audible now.
You are, but somewhere like beach mein band ho raha hai. So okay,
Okay.
my point is in elevation you can create different levels. By
Yes.
default it
Oh, you
is
have,
1 and 2. By default 1 and 2 are there. You
yes.
have to
Okay.
create more numbers.
यस यस ओके यहाँ पे देखो, अगर मुझे लेवल 3 क्रिएट करना होगा तो मैं लेवल में जाऊंगा और सिमिलरली यहाँ पे पिक लाइन टूल है, इसको मैं चूज करूंगा और यहाँ पे मुझे अभी नेक्स्ट लेवल एग्जैक्टली 3.2 मीटर के ऊपर चाहिए, सो आई विल पुट द वैल्यू 3.2 एंड यहाँ पे देखो और एक लेवल मेरा क्रिएट हो जाएगा, लेवल
Okay.
3,
Okay.
लेवल 4, लेवल 5, लेवल 6 लाइक
Okay.
दिस. सो
So
आपको
it is
जितने
pick
चाहिए
line.
उतने आप क्लियर. यस,
Huh.
पिक लाइन द सिमिलर वे व्हाट वी डिड फॉर द ग्रिड ना, into the same manner we need to use for the level as well.
Okay.